Liang Lei? That good for nothing. What's he done now? My father-in-law rushed over with a towel and a tourniquet. This man, who had always prided himself on his macho demeanor, was now gently wiping the blood off my face. I skipped the part where I told Liang Lei about his wife's affair, and simply said that he went after Manager Song for revenge after hearing her call. What? Did he take out another loan? Gambling again? My father-in-law was so shocked that he dropped the wash basin he was holding. Dad, Mom, we can always make more money, but I'm scared. I'm scared that Xiao Lei will really attack Manager Song, and then he'll have a criminal record. I kept up my pretense. Pong, let him do it. Don't stop him. If he kills him, so be it. If he dies, you'll be our son. Even without him, your mom and I will still be fine. Right, old man? My mother-in-law's sudden calmness startled me. She helped me onto the couch, then looked over at my father-in-law, seemingly waiting for him to make a decision that could change all of our lives. Still reeling from the shock, my father-in-law clutched his chest and stared at me. She's right, Pong. If he dies, you'll be our son. We'll just pretend he never existed. A sharp pain stabbed through my heart. I couldn't believe they were saying this. Just as I was about to rethink my plan, my mother-in-law's phone rang. Mom, is Chen Peng at your place? Why hasn't he picked up the kid? Is he trying to make our lives even more chaotic? Is he trying to drive me to my grave? My wife's voice, sharp and biting, came through the phone. I couldn't help but grin, though it felt hollow. Dropping to my knees, I bowed my head to my mother-in-law. Mom, I'm sorry. I can't be your son. I turned to my father-in-law next. Dad, Liang Yin. She's having an affair. Chen Peng. What the hell are you talking about? My wife's voice, having overheard me, immediately changed tone. Dad, Liang Yin has slept with the sales manager, the procurement manager, and even the warehouse manager at her company. She's also involved with Manager Song, the one who gave Xiao Lei that loan. That's why Xiao Lei went after him. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to all of you. Silence filled the room, save for the sound of my head hitting the tiled floor. Liang Yin, is what Peng said true? My mother-in-law's lips trembled as she asked, Mom, don't listen to his nonsense. He's making it all up. I'm coming home right now. Dad, Mom, I could tolerate her cheating on me, but Rue isn't my biological daughter. With shaky hands, I pulled the paternity test results from my pocket and handed them to my father-in-law. What is this? As soon as the words left his lips, my father-in-law collapsed, clutching his chest, his lips turning blue. Lao Liang. Dad. An ambulance rushed my father-in-law to the hospital. My mother-in-law clung to me, trembling like a leaf. The doctors said he had suffered a severe heart attack and was in a coma. They warned us to be prepared for the worst. As I listened to the doctor's words, I fled the hospital in a daze, stumbling through the streets, muttering to myself, how did it come to this? I never meant for things to go this far. I never intended to hurt my in-laws. All I wanted was to get back at my wife, to humiliate her in front of her family. But everything spiraled out of control. Regret gnawed at me. I had let my emotions get the better of me, and now, if something happened to my father-in-law, how could I ever live with myself? Lost in my thoughts, I caught a cab to the bus station and boarded a bus back to my hometown. For the next few days, I kept my phone turned off, lying in bed, consumed by one question. Was what I did right or wrong? In some ways, my wife's infidelity had pushed me over the edge. Her repeated betrayals had darkened my heart. But did this revenge truly bring me any peace? I wasn't sure. My parents didn't know what had happened, and I didn't plan to tell them the full story. I just said I'd had a fight with my wife and would be home in a few days. Don't worry, I reassured them. My father, ever the simple man, brought me a pack of cigarettes. Pong, they've treated you well. Bought the house too. Just make sure you treat them with respect. Then the messages started pouring in. Where the hell have you been? Your phone's been off. The kindergarten called. No one's picked up the kid. Chen Peng, are you even human? What did I ever marry you for? I gave you a child, did everything for you, and you go to my parents and accuse me of cheating. You piece of trash, why is your phone off? Get to the hospital right now and bring 30,000 yuan from home. Honey, where are you? I'm overwhelmed at the hospital. The teachers keep calling about the kid. I was wrong. I shouldn't have yelled at you. Please come help. Her messages were a mix of insults and apologies. Without me, her life was falling apart. She was in over her head, unable to manage without my help. But did she think about any of this before she cheated? Did she consider the consequences? Another message came through. Chen Pong, can we talk? Are you dead? Answer me. Please, honey, pick up the phone. I need to talk to you. Chen Pong, you piece of trash. Do you know what you've done? Chalet killed someone. The police arrested him. Another message followed, with a video of our daughter Rue attached. I played it. I want a burger. I don't want to be in the hospital. Rue, we're at the hospital because Grandpa is sick. Be quiet. Now, tell Daddy to come home. I want a burger. Daddy always buys me one. Why don't you buy me one? You stupid mommy. I almost smiled, but tears filled my eyes instead. Yes, I'd achieved my goal. But if we divorced, it would destroy Rue. I loved her so much, and she relied on me for everything. How could I abandon her? The messages kept coming, filled with pleas. My wife begged me to come out of hiding, realizing that the entire burden of the family had fallen on her shoulders. She knew she had messed up and was now full of regret. Even my mother-in-law sent me a voice message, saying that despite what Liang Yin had done, they still considered me family. She asked if I could come back and help out because they were overwhelmed. I marked all the messages as read and stretched, preparing to leave. Then one more message popped up. Chun Pong, you won. Dad's dead. Are you happy now? I froze, my entire world crumbling around me.